Good afternoon, YouTube. So, I'm here at the Ford Idaho Center in Nampa, Idaho. We are here setting up for the Idaho Horse Expo of April 2025. Come out and see us if you're around, it'd be great. They brought in this Yanmar. Let me see if I can get a model for you. It's a Yanmar YM 359A. I am going to guesstimate this is a 59 horsepower tractor. I don't know Yanmar numbering system that well, but I did want to kind of just go over this with you. My dad has a Yanmar. He loves it. It's an open station just like this. I think it's a size smaller than this, but he likes these things. So let's just take a look and see what it's got compared to our TYM that my channel's got a lot of. Let's just start here. I'm going to go from the front. So one thing here, it looks like they have a fairly different style of loader bar here. This is C-channeled, but then they have a welded bar here, it looks like. They got pretty good grease zerks right there. Right there, it's not too bad. It's got a skid steer quick attach. The bucket, it's solid-ish. I mean, there's no tube up here. This is a rolled bucket here. It doesn't seem to have a. No, it does have a cutting edge. So I don't know if that's factory or add-on, but it's welded on. So if you wanted to replace this, that's going to be some cutting there. Just a heads up on that little cutting edge. So let's see here. What else on the bucket? Looks to be about 6 foot wide. It's kind of cool. This right here, this cross member tube, which is hollow, it looks like, it's fairly massive. I would say that's a 5-inch diameter. So that's pretty stout there. This bar here, that's probably 1 1/4, 1.5 inch around. Fairly stout, I'm not gonna lie. Looks pretty good. There's a close up on the bumper grill. It does look like they give you little tabs here, probably for an aftermarket or a add-on at the factory grill guard, or possibly lights. I'm not entirely sure what those would be used for, but that's at least they're there, so you have an option of something, so that's pretty good. You got a bucket level indicator. It is a indention type. That's a preference deal. See here, very similar setup to the TYM here. Got your oil fill. I don't see any major reinforcement for the axle seals. I would say it's the same size-ish as a TYM. TYM guys always boast about their front axle size and strength. I'd say this is on par. It's a 2-piece here, just like TYM, but that's on par, that's for sure. Let's see here. So here's the routing system for the open station. This particular one seems to have a loader mount joystick. We'll climb up here in the cab in a second. Color-coded hydraulic disconnect. This is a quick disconnect with the lever for the loader. Got your pin lockable here. So there's that. R4 tires, obviously. These are 69 or 16.9 by 24 R4s. I think that's about the same size as my 574. Let's go to the back here. It's got this Mashio or whatever flail mower. We can look at that in a second. But as far as the tractor, it does have a extendable 3-point here. This is cap 1. Now here's something kind of half interesting. So TYM puts their adjuster or their slotted adjustment whip here in the front with pin lockers more towards the back. This only has 3 pin lockers and then the slider in the back. I'm not sure which way that goes, but or if it's better or worse. However, TYM, I believe, has 5 or 6 of these holes in their three-way adjustment. So that's something to consider. I will say this is a little bit bigger around, but with a little bit less adjustment for your width and narrowness of your implement. So that's something to think about. Your basic 3-point tilt adjustment here, twist. That only looks like about maybe 8 inches right there. So it's not a ton of tilt up and down from what I'm seeing. Your basic top link here. This particular model does not seem to have, oh wait, hold on. As I say that, I'm trying to see if it has draft control. I don't believe it does. Nope, that's all fixed. I don't see draft control on here. You have your fill port right here. I just did my 50-hour service where my fill port was more than 90 coming out the back, and I was glad it did. This would be, if you had one of those funnels that kind of tilted and down in, that might work pretty good, but this is not that big of a space between here, maybe a foot. So pouring your hydraulic filter or hydraulic fluid in here is going to be a slight trick with this right here. So that's something to think about. That is a metal fender right here and here. This is a fairly sharp edge, just so you all know. Open station ROPS, inch wide, 3 inches thick, if you care. We got our fill tank down here at a decent level. I do like that. So, it might be locked. We'll see. These guys tend to lock up every. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say that's locked. So I can't tell if it's got brass teeth down here or threads for the gas cap or fuel cap. Let's see here. We'll climb up in here. Oh. So it looks like we have a TYM's super proprietary special transmission. It's like a kind of a almost a I'm not going to try to explain it, but both hydrostatic and power shuttle shift. Sitting up here, it looks like you have 4 ranges, 2 neutral positions. So that's kind of cool. Here's a 3-point. So yes, we do not have a draft. Your PTO here. I will say that moves a lot smoother than my TYM. My TYM is getting broke in. You have a single remote back here. I kind of forgot to mention, but your remote is right here. Let's see here. What else? Almost the identical light turn signal adjuster. Here's your throttle, up and down. You got a cup holder right here, and that's the only cup holder. Let's see here. What would this be? Low, neutral, and high. I wonder if that's your range. And oh, yep, I'm sorry. It is a 2-range low. That's L, N, H. So low, neutral, high. I don't think that's a M. It's kind of faded, sorry. But it looks like a 2-speed or 2-range 4-speed transmission. Here is your 4-wheel drive assist or forward assist. You have this lever here. I'm not entirely sure. You have a diff lock here on the right, which could be tricky if you're using your gas pedal or your fuel pedal, go pedal, and you need to lock this in. Now, as I'm sitting here, I'm 5'11", 200 pounds. I'm assuming, yep, this steering wheel does tilt. Let's see here. Okay, that's locked there. And then, yeah, so it does tilt, but my knee hits the steering wheel to hit this diff lock. Yeah, I mean, if you don't hit just perfect, you're going to be hitting your steering wheel with your knee. So there's that. There's a slight hump here. Nothing too crazy. A clutch, brake, obviously. Okay. Thing feels solid. There's no doubt about that. But it's just different. I would love to operate it. It's I do kind of want to drive my dad's more. He's I don't know, 500 miles north of me, but he's got the same deal and he seems to really like it. Now, this right here, I will say this is beefier than beefy. That is impressive. I do like that. That's a lot of heft right there. Probably solid 3/4 inch steel here. Yeah. You got a single steel step that seems to be reinforced right here with this bracket. I do like that. Bolts seem to be easy to get to for visual inspection on the paint that came here, obviously that way, so that's good. They did it on the lug nuts too. Always do that. It's a pretty cool quick reference. Single remote here. But yeah, no, it's a pretty slick little tractor. I bet it can work pretty good.